If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
Developing now, a seventh person is arrested in a violent home invasion in Winnetka.
And one of them turned out to be a Chicago rapper. We're checking back in with Say Kwan, who is live at the Durk Federal Courthouse with more on this. Say?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, those 6 men, all between the ages of 22 and 30, have now been indicted on charges of conspiracy to commit robbery and kidnapping. A 7th man, as you mentioned, was also just arrested yesterday, and prosecutors are saying a criminal complaint is expected to be filed for his alleged role in that home invasion as well. According to this indictment, guys, one of the suspects posed as a food delivery driver to get someone who was inside their home to open up the front door. That is when investigators say the other men who were armed with loaded guns forced their way in. The victim was held at gunpoint for about an hour, physically restrained, while the suspects demanded access to a safe, a computer, and even cryptocurrency accounts. Shortly after, authorities say the group took off, then met up with other alleged co-conspirators to split up their shares. Now, as you mentioned, we have learned one of the people charged is Isaiah Dukes, who some people may know as Chicago rapper Lil Zay Osama, who now lives in Los Angeles. Fox Chicago has actually interviewed him, and this was last November, after offering to help out a local mom and her young son after they were brutally attacked by a group of kids in Chicago. So far, all 6 men have pleaded not guilty. They will remain in custody pending trial. The 7th person arrested is also expected to face federal charges pretty soon here. Now, if convicted, the alleged suspects could face decades in prison, including possible life sentences for kidnapping charges. Guys?
Say, I know this is a lot of information, but do we know how police found these suspects?
Well, the interesting thing is, we heard from the U.S. Attorney's Office, and they say that this very much moved pretty quickly here. They were actually able to secure arrest warrants within 12 days of that home invasion. And, I was out in Winnetka last month to cover this home invasion, guys, and I remember hearing directly from local police there that these men were masked. So even after those arrest warrants were obtained, they kind of kept them sealed while they were working to identify everyone. We do know this was definitely not like a one-man job, right? We know multiple agencies were a part of tracking down this group, like the ATF, the FBI, but also, of course, several police departments in the area, including Winnetka, Chicago, Glencoe, Northbrook, and Orland Park. Guys, I'll toss things back to you.
You know how the fuck we coming, man. Hey, Mark, this is my cameraman, Cam. What's up? You been down to meet you. Meet him, man. Meet him, man. What the fuck is you doing?
Sweating, is that supposed to be?
Down the fuck we coming, man. Gang shit up, man. Nah, this my shooter, man. All types of shit.
So it's cold with the camera?
Yeah, he do the camera. Yeah, I just had him shoot like 2 videos for me and shit. He be behind me. Pictures, all that.
Shit. I ain't get shot by none of the ops, but I was in hot cars, fucking the ops up, hopping out, running up one of they blocks. Never leaving my gun in the car. Killers over east, out west, put the lords and the foes on you. We ain't shooting out none of our hot cars, pull up, swing them doors on them. They big homie was from the low end, he got that jam and told on him with a snitch ass. I know a nigga got rich off the fry. I know a killer that's killing me hot. I know a bitch that's fucking for purchasing all the raps be kissing her, y'all. I know a bitch that ain't got no money, she beg for money and spit BOA. Everything plain Jane, like a bag of Frito-Lay. Old dude ain't make it off the scene, his ass was DOA. He ain't never sold a brick, he ain't never did a hit. He can't even post a pic, he ain't got no money for a fit.
This is the wonderful world of street niggas, right? They sit, plot, plan, kidnap, rob, and all this old type of stuff, and still end up getting caught. That's the cold-blooded part about this thing right here, is because here it is, you got a group of guys sitting down, plotting and planning, right? And still end up getting caught. Look, I understand plans don't always go the way that you want them to go. But when you plotting and planning to rob somebody and hold them, I'm talking about against their will, because you want some of their material things, and you get away and you still get caught. Wait a minute, hold on now. We gotta start using our hood educated senses. Like, how you get caught? Y'all got away. You see? But the cold-blooded part about all this is this right here, y'all. The person that they robbed and kidnapped and all that old type of stuff is someone that trusted Lil Zay Osama. That is why when they got into the house and put everybody under arrest, they had to call Lil Zay Osama. Hey man, they talking about they ain't got this, they ain't got that. Where the safe at? Where this at? Where we find the jewelry at? Right? Because Lil Zay Osama can tell them where everything is. You see what I'm saying? He know exactly where everything is. And look, they should have known that going in the house. But that just goes to show you how much that Lil Zay trusts them. He ain't even want to tell them until they got inside of the house and they had to call him, and then he started directing traffic. You see? And in his mind, he probably thought to himself, hey, I ain't doing nothing. They the ones pulling the guns. They the ones kicking doors in, acting like they door dashers and all that old type of stuff. They doing all that. I'm in the background. I'm just on the phone directing traffic. See, a lot of people get it misconstrued, and they be thinking that just because they don't participate in the crime physically, that they ain't committing the crime. Well, I mean, we starting to see right now that that's not the case, and that is not the truth. You don't have to participate directly in the crime to be held accountable for the crime. You see? Because look, this man right here is on the phone, y'all. We don't know how many miles away he is or whatever, but he is not there. They called him and asked him some questions, and he started responding and answering and directing traffic. And that right there was enough to get him federally indicted. But what's beautiful to me, what I like about this whole demonstration is this right here, y'all. I cannot stand people that betray people. I hate people that betray other people. If you betray somebody that trusts you, I despise you. I don't like you. Because here it is, someone is putting their trust in you, right? Someone brought Lil Zay Osama to the crib and showed him everything. Hey, yeah, check it out, bro. You know, you my guy, man. You know, we real cool. We like this, that, and the other. Hey, here's my safe. Look how much money I got. Here's all my jewelry. Look at all my jewelry. And I'm doing this on the crypto. Check out my portfolio. Look how much money I got in the crypto. You see what I'm saying? Somebody showed him all of that. The victim in this case showed him everything. And Lil Zay Osama said, I can't go because they gonna know me. But y'all can go, right? And so I don't like that. I despise that. Because this guy trusted Lil Zay Osama. And he backdoored him. Betrayed him. And some of you probably saying, well, hey, Hood, you know, that's just how it is. And look, I understand the street life and all that, but I never agreed with that part of it, the backdoor stuff. I can't stand that. And the reason why I can't stand it is because here it is. Somebody is trusting you. Do you know how I feel when you trust somebody and they betray that trust? See, you got to know how that feels to understand what I mean by that. I can't stand people that do the back door. I can't stand people that betray people. You would have to be betrayed to understand what I'm talking about. You would have to went through betrayal to understand what I'm talking about. Listen, betrayal hurts so hard, right? I'm talking about mentally and emotionally. It tears you up. And if you're not careful, betrayal will turn you into somebody that you are not. Because you put your trust in somebody, then they betray you. And then now you looking at everybody like, he'll betray me, she'll betray me, they'll betray me. You see, it fucks you up here and right here when you get betrayed, if you're not careful. You see, and some might say, you know, dude, the goofy, he shouldn't have been showing everything and all that. No, he ain't no goofy. He just trusted him. He believed in him. And being that he believed in him, hey man, look, check this out. You my brother. Look at what I'm doing, man. I'm doing good things here. I want to show out to my brother. And the whole time, your brother's sitting there like this here. Damn, how much is that? Okay, yeah, all right. Safe over there. He taking mental notes. And gonna send them guys at you. You see what I'm saying? He gonna send them at you. By the grace of God, they didn't kill the man. Because you gotta understand, these guys that ran up in there got killers. I'm talking about these guys that ran up in there, they about that life. Zay brother, definitely. They all them, anybody that he surround himself with is about that life. So the guy that got kidnapped and robbed and beat and all that old type of stuff need to be happy that they ain't kill him. But still again, y'all, listen, I can't stand somebody that betray people that trust them. I can't. For y'all that has been betrayed, get in the comments and let these people know how that feel. It's devastating. It's devastating. So now let's get into the indictment and see what the police is saying about this whole demonstration. Seeing what type of information that they got. See what type of evidence that they got against Lil Zay, Osama, and his partners. How does the feds know that these guys was communicating back and forth about a stolen car that they can use to go commit the kidnap robbery? How does the feds know this type of stuff? You see, like, do the feds just, smell a crime and then just say, follow the nose, hey man, they finna go commit a crime over here. No, the feds don't do that. The feds don't sniff crimes out like that. The feds get help. And what I mean by that is that somebody is doing some talking, right? Somebody is telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Because the victim don't have access to know that, hey, yeah, they talked about stealing the car and that. No, it has to be somebody that's in the circle. Somebody that's in the inner workings. Somebody that was down with the kidnap robbery. That's doing the talking now. You see? But this is what happens all the time in the wonderful world of street niggas. It happens like this all the time. Somebody that they know, somebody that they close to, always end up snitching on them. If it's not the people that's close to them, it's they so-called ops end up snitching on them. You see? And that's what happened in this demonstration right here. That's why they got information where they can say, hey, these guys was talking back and forth about. How? So you mean to tell me that they know the phones, right? They know that these guys was using their phones to commit crimes. How do they know this? Did they leave all the crime information that they was texting back and forth in the phone? You see? Or was those phones tapped? You see what I'm saying? What's going on here? How does the feds know that these guys met up? You see, like little stuff like that, it just tells us that somebody that's around them, somebody that was a part of the lick, is snitching. How do they know that? How does the feds know that once they all met up, that other guys that was at the meeting spot started searching the guys that did the robbery to make sure that they ain't cuffed no money, cuffed no jewelry, cuffed no valuables or nothing like that? They searched these boys. You see? So how do they know that? Somebody is talking. That's how they know that. Somebody doing a lot of this. Because that right there is too much. That's right there. That's in the inner workings of everything. You see, like, come on, how y'all know we had to search peoples and all that? That's because somebody is talking. So after all the searching and everything went down, they came out with a little bit over $100,000 in cash. They didn't say nothing about the, the materials, the jewelry and stuff like that. But they said that's how much cash that they came up with. Now look, young brothers and sisters, A classic, brothers and sisters. Listen, check this out. These guys right here is potentially finna go do a life sentence. If not a life sentence, somewhat close to damn near life. For damn near what? $16,000 a piece? Come on now. I mean, like, that's not enough money to be putting your life on the line to do life. That's not enough money to be doing that. You see? But to people that are hungry, thirsty, and starving, yeah, that right there is just fine. Until they get locked up and then start doing all that time. Then they start pondering and thinking, damn, man, I'm finna do 20, 30 years for $18 or $16, $15,000. I could have worked at McDonald's for a whole year and got that type of money, and I'll be free. I have some benefits. I won't have to worry about nothing. I can eat McDonald's food if I get hungry. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that they gonna be thinking about while they sitting up in that cell. They finna be sitting up in that cell like, damn, I could have went to school. I could have got a trade. I didn't think so-and-so was gonna tell on us like that. He told every damn thing. You see? And the cold-blooded part about, somebody in your circle that's snitching on you like that is this right here. They thought that person that they snitched on was a stomped down gangster. But nah, wasn't nothing stomped down about him. As soon as he got caught up in the jam, he started telling. And see, this is what we call a triple cross. Because here it is, Lil Zay, Osama, and all those guys that ran up in the crib, they done crossed him. Lil Zay, Osama, he done double crossed the guy, his friend, or whoever this guy is that he know, and he sent them goons up in there. He got double crossed. So now, after everything is over with, they think they done got away. No, here come the triple cross. The homeboy that's doing all that telling now, that they didn't think that was gonna tell, that they thought was a stomped down gangster. Yeah, Now he's telling, he's backdooring them. You see how the backdoor work? That's why I don't respect that. I don't even trust people that would backdoor people. Because look, you gotta think about it like this. If I got somebody that trusts me, and I'm telling the hood educated residents, hey, look, check this out, man. I need y'all to go do this and go run up in there and rob them and do all this old type of stuff. For y'all to still respect me after I'm having y'all backdoor one of my friends or somebody that trusts me, y'all got to be out y'all mind. Because anytime I feel like y'all done got too big and I want to put y'all on the plate, I'm backdooring y'all too. You see? I'm backdooring y'all too. And so that's what's happening now. Lil Zay, Osama and his brother and all them, somebody that's in that crew is backdooring them right now. So they done did a backdoor and then end up getting backdoored by somebody that's in the clique, somebody that's in the crew, somebody that was down with the robbery, done backdoored them. That's why, listen, this street life, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's not even worth it. Look, go get you a job. Go get you a trade. Sell stuff on Facebook marketing. Do something. But stop committing crimes. Because listen, there ain't no honor amongst thieves at all. I don't care how cool you think you is and all that. You go on these robberies with these guys. They worried about you cuffing. So that just tells me right off the top, it was no trust in the beginning, because they sitting up here as soon as they get to the rendezvous spot, hey, everybody got to get butt naked. How am I putting my life in your hands and I'm going to go rob somebody with you? Got my life in your hands, and then as soon as it's over with, you don't trust me. Take your clothes off, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to search everybody, make sure ain't nobody cuffing. But we friends though, right? This is the street life stuff. You know, we brothers, we love each other and stuff like that. But when it come to money, when it come to material valuables, nah. We ain't friends like that. I don't trust you like that. How could you put your life in somebody's hand like that? It don't work. It's never gonna work. And from time and time and time again, we always gonna continue to see this type of stuff right here, where these guys get told on by somebody that they cool with. It happens all the time. So listen, if you don't want to be Lil Zay, Osama, and his brother and all those other guys and have somebody in your circle telling on you, pick a better circle. Stay away from negativity. Stay away from criminal activity. Stay away from criminal-minded people. Change all that negativity into positivity. Hang around people that got righteous ideas, right? Good deeds, right? Good works. Want to do things the legit way. Start bumping shoulders with them. Hang with them. See how they made their money, and hopefully they'll give you the game so you can make some money. Because doing this robbery stuff, doing this street stuff, y'all already know where you're going to end up. Dead or in jail. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. And if you're still here, click this thumbnail and check out my latest video concerning Pooh Shiesty and his lawyer walking away from the case. Peace and love.